All right, guys, so a couple of golf fitness exercises for you today. I got 3 of them. So obviously we got a lovely day here in Cincinnati. I might be the only crazy person that's going to play in this weather and in this rain. But the 3 exercises today, we're going to have a little bit more of a balanced focus on these drills, okay? One of them is going to be a mobility drill. One of them is going to be a balance exercise where we're tying in some thoracic rotation, and the third one's going to be an explosive type drill, just so we're hitting on some different concepts within these 3 drills. But especially on these wet days and on the course I'm playing today, it's not a very flat course, so I know I'm going to have some different lies, some uphill, some downhill, some sideline type lies. So I want to make sure, especially with the weather, that I feel comfortable and stable, because the last thing I want to be thinking about in my swing is whether I'm going to slip, lose my balance, etc., etc. I already got enough thoughts going on in my head here. So if I can kind of eliminate a couple of those things by making sure I got the proper warm-up and a couple exercises that are going to kind of work on that balance and that stability, it's only going to help me when I get back out to the course here, okay? The first one is an ankle mobility exercise. So I'm going to do this standing. You can do this half kneeling. If you're doing this at home, you can use a wall as a reference. But I'm just going to place my 2-iron here, straight up and down. I'm going to start with my toe against the stick here. Now my goal is to basically, with keeping my heel down, push my knee to my club. That's easy enough. I'm just going to start inching that club back. And ultimately what I want to find is the distance where I can still get my knee to the club without that heel coming up. And all we're trying to work on is a little ankle dorsiflexion, because I'm still thinking the same thing. I might have that uphill lie, that downhill lie, that sideline type lie. I just want to make sure my ankles are moving a little bit and I got a little range of motion, and that I'm addressing that within my stance and setup. So that first one, maybe 5 reps on each side, maybe 5-second hold at that end range. So get to the point where you feel you can't go any further, hold for about 5 seconds there and ease out with that one. So that's our mobility one for the day. Our balance one for the day, I'm going to go with an RDL variation. So single leg, I'm going to take my club, cross my shoulders here, hinge my hips, and I'm going to try to lock myself into that RDL posture. So holding this posture, I'm going to add a little shoulder rotation work, balancing, stabilizing on that down leg, thoracic rotation, shoulder turn with that upper body. So the hips are locked in, I'm getting that glute firing, balance stability on that down leg with that one. Same thing, maybe 5 to 10 turns each way, doing it on both legs there, okay? And then our third exercise, this is our power or our explosive movement for today, but we're going to tie some balance into this one as well. So we're going to do a single leg lateral bound, okay? So with our power exercises, we're thinking explosive, as quick as we can, trying to cover as much distance as we can with this one. So I'm going to be in a single leg balance to start. Sitting into that hip. I'm going to push, drive out of this hip. I'm going to push, extend that hip. So I'm trying to push through the ground, get that hip to extend, push over to the other side. Can I sit into that hip, bounce on this side? So just back and forth, nice little push through the ground. As I get more and more comfortable, can I try to cover more ground, knowing I have to come back, stick, and bounce as well. On the course, quick set of 5-6 reps. If you're doing this at home as part of your actual program, maybe 3 sets of 6 to 8 aside. But the idea with that one is I'm starting from a slightly loaded position, I'm driving through the ground, getting that hip to extend, creating as much power as I can by pushing through the ground. Okay, so same thing as we're driving into contact, I got to be able to push, drive, extend those hips as I get into contact there. Okay, so 3 exercises, mobility, stability, and kind of power-based exercise. Incorporate those into your programs. They'll help you regardless of the weather, but I think they come into play a little bit more when we have those wet conditions and we have to kind of make sure we have that nice, balanced, stable foundation to be able to swing from, okay? Enjoy your day. If anyone else is crazy like me, you're welcome to come out and play with me.